There's multiple invasive species that are a big challenge to the Finger Lakes region. Invasive species, not only do they disrupt the ecosystem, but they also disrupt your normal boating recreation activities and can have long-term impacts on your property and overall health and well-being of a lake.
Mark Applebatcher is the president and one of the co-founders of CD3 Systems, which is a general benefit corporation that's creating technologies to prevent the spread of invasive species. CD3 has 3 solar-powered waterless boat cleaning stations in New York, including 2 in the Finger Lakes. They want to encourage people with boats to do their part with these free tools to stop the spread of aquatic invasive species.
You don't have to be a biological expert on native aquatic plants. You just got to know how to remove all water and vegetation with the tools that are on a CD3 system. They are a wet dry vacuum, air blower system, and hand tools. They also have lights.
Sam Beck Anderson is the Associate Director of Invasive Species Programs at the Finger Lakes Institute and the coordinator for Finger Lakes Partnership for Regional Invasive Species Management. He said that the hydrilla is one of the more rare invasives and high priority for the region.
Hydrilla is a nasty plant. It can grow extremely fast, and really what aquatic plants do specifically that affect us as you know in the region are it outcompetes native habitats or native plants and just acts generally as kind of like a trophic disruptor where it is inserting itself into a food web that it's not typically meant for.
The state of New York has new policies on the books that prevent the spread of aquatic invasive species, requiring people to remove all plants, vegetation, and water. There hasn't been a technology that empowers people to take those actions themselves and creates those positive habits of cleaning their watercraft prior to exiting or entering a water body. C3 systems are infrastructure that empower the public to take the actions as a 24/7 cleaning solution.
Beck Anderson says that humans play a big part in accidentally spreading aquatic invasive species.
Every environmental problem we have is ultimately a human problem. Whether it's we're causing it or we are being affected by it, it all really comes back to people. Boaters and recreational boaters, transient boaters, people moving from one area to another using their boat launches is another confirmed vector for these plants as well.
In order to stop the spread of invasive species, Applebatcher and Beck Anderson say that people need to educate themselves about clean, drain, and dry.
We want to put the power into the hands of the public so that they know what they can do to stop the spread of invasive species, and they can, essentially help us in our battle to prevent invasive species.
Both Applebatcher and Beck Anderson believe putting the tools into people's hands, like what CD3 is trying to do, can stop the spread.
We know people are doing it. We have to give the tools to the public to take those actions. And we have to allow time for us to identify new ways to stop the spread of aquatic invasive species.
For Finger Lakes 1, Megan Hatch.